Hey guys, it's Danielle Wentworth here. I'm going to be showing you my presentation on the Module 2 screencast over Kahoot and Quizizz. Quizizz is a platform that allows students to interact with the content, specifically an assessment. They need an individual device, so an iPad or a phone, and they will use the internet to log into the website kahoot.it, where they will enter a game code or game pin, and then they will have access to the quiz. So the teacher has to create the assessment ahead of time, and they will share the game pin with the students, and then the students will be able to play it at that point. The benefit to Kahoot is that it provides them real-time and immediate feedback, so they'll know if they got the question right or wrong, and if they got it wrong, they'll also know the correct answer. This is a fun and engaging tool for students to use. It's a way that they can review content or they can take a quiz. And the benefit for the teacher is that it's graded immediately. Quizizz is like Kahoot in many ways. It is an interactive and self-paced assessment tool. So the difference between Kahoot and Quizizz is self-paced. So students will read the questions and participate on their own compared to Kahoot while they're in a competition together. So again, like Kahoot, they need a device with a login. The teacher will have to create the assessment ahead of time. Students will receive feedback and statistics. The teacher's computer displays the statistics throughout, and it's also a fun and engaging tool. Kahoot uses the host computer to display the questions. It's essential that the questions are displayed because the student's screen will not display the questions. It will just display the shapes. So it actually kind of looks like this right here. This is what their screen will look like. So that is different from Quizizz, which is this is what the student's screen will look like. So I'll have the question displayed and then the answers displayed. The host computer for Quizizz will show the stats and the results. So that is different from Kahoot. So this again is the screen. The shapes correspond to the answers, and then the students will choose the answers that way. For Quizizz, they'll get to see the questions and answers. Why did I choose Kahoot and Quizizz? These are assessment tools I've used in my classroom, so I'm familiar with both of them. My recommendations, I am able to make recommendations to both tools because I've used them. I prefer Quizizz to Kahoot for one simple reason. The classroom management is better with Quizizz because it's self-paced and guided compared to Kahoot, which is more like a competition. It's great for students. They love it. It's very, very engaging, almost a little too engaging, because the classroom management becomes more difficult at that point. It's a benefit for flipped classroom model, where students can come in the next day after having read, and then they can take an assessment over the material. And another benefit to both of these is that teachers can post the Kahoot and Quizizz on their blogs and assign them as homework or as extra practice. Both have drawbacks. Kahoot's on a 30-second timer. It doesn't really give slower readers the opportunity to read the question and answer. And if teachers put too many words in and they don't shorten the questions, then it's very difficult for slower readers to be able to answer the questions in time. And it requires a lot of classroom management. It's so engaging. It's very exciting for students. But since they are in a real-time competition, it can be very loud. Quizizz is self-paced. It takes longer for students to go through. So if you're playing as a class, some students may not finish in time, and they may run out of time. The similarities between the two, they're both fun, interactive, and engaging. They give real-time feedback and score reports. Kahoot requires more teacher intervention regarding classroom management. It's quick-paced, and all students are involved in a competition. Quizizz is inherently better classroom management just by design, and it's self-paced. In my classroom, I can use these for test review, concept review, homework assignments, and flipped classroom. The benefits for the students is students love these games. They're engaging. There's potential prizes that you could assign, and it's a great way to review. Here are my credits for the pictures. Thanks.